From legal woes to legal wows, attorney Allie Booker has got you covered. Civil lawsuit to CPS knocking on your door and more. Criminal case saying you were the looker, call your attorney Allie Booker. If you're in the cooker, call your attorney Allie Booker. See, I'm the last thing.
What's up, African Diaspora? It's attorney Allie Booker, and I'm coming before you today on an extremely serious matter. One of the things that I want to discuss is kinship placement as well as kinship adoption with our community. Many of the times we find ourselves saddled for whatever reason with children that are in our family due to issues with their parents or otherwise. Sometimes it could be substance abuse. Sometimes it's an unfortunate situation that may have brought about the child's parent's death or otherwise. There are times where some people just become incapacitated and someone else in the family has to raise their children. It happens a lot. And one thing that I have noticed that we aren't doing is getting paid for it. When CPS comes in, if they remove a child and they get temporary conservatorship of a child, you as a family member have a right to that child. And it is CPS's, or at least it's supposed to be, their goal to place those children with a family member first. Why is that the law? The reason that that is the law is because you want children, of course, to be happy, whole, and healthy. You also want children to know where they come from and who they are. With adoptions here, especially in the state of Texas, there are genetic documents and records that are kept by the courts and by the agencies for the children. You know, a lot of the times a child may be in their adulthood before they become sick with some sort of illness. And if you allow children to be adopted or allow people to get children and there's no genetic information that's handed down or passed down, it's hard for children to know where they came from, and it can really inhibit a doctor medically with saving that child's life or being able to help that particular child. So it's important that children know where they come from. And because of that, that's one of the reasons why kinship is preferred over outside placement. Another thing is because you want to keep a child in the environment that they know, with people that they know. You don't want to ostracize them. And the goal is not to just throw them away from the family, push them away from the family. You always want them to remain included within the family. But what I've noticed is we run to the aid of those who are in our families by getting the children, and then we don't go through kinship, so that we don't get the check and we're saddled with taking care of these children by ourselves. If you are contacted by CPS or you are contacted by someone in your family because you need to get the kids so that CPS doesn't get them, you need to start talking to CPS about getting you verified. Once you are verified here in the state of Texas, you qualify for assistance with these children, okay? Now, this assistance is going to be on a time limit because you're just taking care of some kids that belong to you per se, but kind of don't. So they put that on the time limit. But if you get, and I'm sorry, that would be on unverified. On unverified kinship, family members who get the children and they become kinship placement, you can be unverified. But as long as you're basically CPS or DFPS syndicated, meaning they allow the children to come to your home, you'll begin to get payments and assistance for these children, okay? Your next step is to get verified, okay? You need to get verified because their CPS is limited in what they can do for you if you're unverified kinship. Once you get verified, you need to start looking for an agency that can assist you with getting verified. And these agencies, a lot of the times we like to run to agencies that are not a part of the diaspora. It's important that these agencies are a part of the diaspora. And I say that because you want to make sure that these children are not taken out of your home. CPS can make money on children different ways. And they're not trying to all of the times, but sometimes they are. And they can say that a child can come to your house because, of course, that's the law, right? And they have to look at you first. But then they can say you messed up some kind of way. Then they jerk them from you, and now they're in placement outside of your family. Okay? So it's a goal in getting a good agency to make sure that they're going to see you through everything, to make sure you pass everything so that you get verified. And then they can also look at you for permanent placement so that you can adopt these children, or these children can remain in your home and continue to assist you. You can get paid, and you can get different types of funding for these children. Children that have been through the CPS system many times, they qualify for free education. They qualify for a lot of things. And whomever has these children will also qualify for these benefits for these children. We have got to stop taking children in our home and not making Uncle Sam pay his way. You are doing the country, the state, and your county a service by taking these children on, regardless of whether they're in your family or not. But just because they're in your family doesn't mean that you should not qualify for the same benefits that somebody else on the outside will qualify for. So we've got to, when we start getting these children, we get them unverified. We need to start moving to getting verified, and you will have to tell your CPS worker that, so that they can give you a list of places. Make sure you check with these agencies to see if they're diaspora-based agencies, and they will see you through your certification and your verification. And they'll fight for you whenever things may go wrong, or they'll tell you what to do and what not to do, so you can come out on the other side, keep those children, get your check. The children get all of their money, and you're skating home. But I don't want to see any more us getting these children and then wish we had the children and we don't have any benefits. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to the children. And it definitely isn't fair to our community, because it affects our community in so many ways. So when you have a child that has been through CPS, that child is in your family, you have that child, you're an unverified kinship placement, get verified. Get with a diaspora-based placement agency, okay, to see you through. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Court stands in recess.